Well, good evening, everybody. I have just had quite the day. Um, Today currently is the 30th of April. It's 11:35 p.m. currently, and I am sat in bed. Um, Sat in bed, starting a new item because I got an order. I got an order. This is an order for a Rory fan. For anybody who knows the singer Rory, there is a little girl who is a fan of them, and they wanted one of my hats, but Rory themed. So I am going to do that, and I have started on the very first bit, and yeah, I'm gonna sit there for the rest of the night making this hat. And yeah, that's where I'm at for this week currently. Today we went out and we delivered things to the baby bank as promised, and we're going to do that every single month. We are going to, I keep moving this around, so I'm really sorry if anybody ends up with whiplash or motion sickness. Sorry, not sorry, but I have ADHD and POTS and my arm hurts, so awkward angles. Anyways, yeah, we delivered some of the items to the baby bank. We have 2 sweaters that I need to get more yarn for, that were for the 18 to 24 month old boys bank. I had a beach life sweater and a green stripe sweater, and I ended up playing yarn chicken on both of them, so I have to order more yarn for that. And then a friend of ours decided that they were going to meet us after we had done that, after they got off work, and yeah, we all went out for dinner and ice cream, and yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day, but now I am exhausted. So I am going to finish watching Passionate Kelsey. For anybody who loves Passionate Kelsey, I also love Passionate Kelsey, and yeah, I highly doubt she'll ever see that I am a big fan of hers, and she helps me just kind of stay motivated, I guess. She's always like, her videos are always in the background whenever I'm crocheting stuff, and she's just chill. So, much love to Kelsey if she ever sees this. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, so I know I said I was gonna be back tomorrow, but tomorrow is now the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you and all that for those of you who like Star Wars. I know nothing about it, but I have way too many people who enjoy it. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Does that fix the vibe? I think that fixed the vibe. So, what am I working on today? I have just done so much stuff. I've been using Canva to sort out some of my stories so that I can, I wanted to do kind of like a poll type thing for picking your vibe with florals, because this is our Petals and Pacts theme for May. So, yeah, I've been doing all of that. So for anybody who hasn't seen on the Instagram, Petals and Pacts is a challenge that we are running within our Discord server. So Chimera Crochet Discord server, you will be able to get the link in the description below. Petals and Pacts is, how do I explain it? Instead of trying to figure out how to explain it, why don't I just read to you what I have in the Discord? So, this is where creation becomes a spell, and each project a pact. This month, your task is to choose your crafting spirit path, aligning your energy with one of the 3 ancient pacts. Now, I say it's an ancient pact. But these are just a bit of fun. They are by no means of any ancient lore whatsoever. They are, in fact, going to be lore within the comic book that I'm writing. But that is a while away. So, whether you sculpt or stitch, code or collage, brew or bake, all forms of making are welcome here. So, how you participate in the pact. First of all, you need to be part of the Discord. So again, go to the description below and you will manage to find the Discord, and then you can join us there. In there, you'll find the online events once you've followed the induction and managed to see the entire server. Once you've done that, you can go into the online events and you can pick your pact. So the pacts that we have are Pact of the Blood Threads, the Pact of the Verdant Veils, and the Pact of Memory Weavers. So, Pact of the Blood Threads, they create with intensity, truth, high emotions. They craft from the depths of their soul. They're honest, they're bold, and they are filled with the deepest passions. Their craft focus is personal storytelling, raw emotional themes, and dramatic color palettes and expressive visceral mediums. So you can, anything that makes you feel a sense of yourself and your deepest emotions, that is the pact for you. Pact of the Verdant Veils. They are crafting in nature's stillness. They create with grounded energy, they rest a lot, and they craft with intention. So all of their crafts are nature themed, herbal and plant-based crafting, meditative processes, and either repetitive or slow crafts. So things like knitting and crochet. Probably your Verdant Veils is gonna be like a really good place to be, especially if you like all those kind of like natural hues and colors and you just want something to mindlessly lose yourself into, something that brings you grounding and some form of clarity. And then the Pact of Memory Weavers. They are to honor the forgotten. This is actually the pact that I personally will be in this month. I am the pact leader for this one. We have two other pact leaders, which are Keel and the Syncopated Minds and Ash. Those two are leading the other two pacts. So I myself, I am honoring a lot of the forgotten. I am doing a lot of the spiritual stuff for this month. So, Pact of the Memory Weavers, make to honor the forgotten. Your craft goal is to preserve legacy and whisper the names through your hands. So, ancestral crafts, lace work, memory boxes, genealogy projects, sigils, altars, photo books, wearable remembrance, anything that helps you remember the past, either from your past self, from people who have passed in your life, pets, humans, I don't know, maybe a lost beloved plant, if you're a plant parent, I don't know. But that is the pact. And we have, when you go into the Discord and if you look at Instagram, there is information about all of that. But if you go into the Discord, it is all there for you, and the mods and myself will look after you all month, and you can join us during this pact. Some of the people in Discord have already got a head start on you, but do not worry, because even if the rest of the Discord has a little bit of a head start, you can still level up really, really easily and get yourself some perks just by interacting in the server. So go down below and get all your server things. Alright, so one of the things that I've been working on this month so far has actually been, if I can take this crochet hook out, I've been doing a little bit of a personal challenge to learn fillet crochet, and this is what I've got so far. You can see the stems and the start of the petals up here. This is what I've been working on so far. It is an iris, and I wish I could tell you who it's by, who created the pattern, but it was just one of these patterns that was circulating on Pinterest, and I have looked everywhere. I cannot find who it belongs to. I cannot find the original artist. It wasn't tagged. The page that I found it on was not the original posters page. So I have no idea who this iris belongs to. If by the time I'm finished this, someone recognizes it, let me know in the comments and I will credit them, but I have no idea who it is. But this I am creating because my late grandfather actually taught me how to paint. He taught me how to paint before I went anywhere near a paintbrush in primary school, high school, whatever. He's the one who taught me how to paint, and one of the first things we ever painted together were irises. And I remember it distinctly. We had like this white plastic table that we had out in the back garden, and there were just blooms everywhere, all along the sides of the house, and it was beautiful. And he ended up plucking a couple of irises and he set them off into a little vase, and we sat there all afternoon, middle of the summer, painting irises. He was teaching me how to do watercolors. Hello, princess. You want to be in the YouTube video? This is Ash, and she's the one that you hear making random stimming noises in all of my previous videos, and she is also one of the team leaders for the pacts. She is the team leader for the blood threads, sorry, and blood threads are actually they're winning at the moment. Blood threads are winning. One of her team members actually just won the first pact master, so they get to pick a free gift from me, either a personalized crochet hook made by myself, or they get a sketchbook or a notebook, or they will earn themselves a mystery spirit box. The choice is theirs. They have 3 options to pick from, and that will be sent out to them at the end of the month. But Doa Constrictor, they are this week's week ending May 4th. They are the first pact master. So again, hit the link down below so that you can join the Discord and see if you can join them on the throne. We have 3 more pact master spots, so it could be you. But back to the story, the whole iris thing. So I thought, because he did save those pictures of irises, but when he died, I was asked what I wanted, and I told them those pictures. And apparently they didn't exist. Apparently they did not exist anymore. But I distinctly remember that they had been framed. My grandfather made a big deal about framing them, and I have no idea where they went. So because I do not have those images to frame myself and to have on my wall, I thought I would immortalize the memory and some crochet irises that will eventually hang up on my wall. I think that would be absolutely beautiful to have up there. If I go like this, maybe you'll see it better. Yeah, that's gonna look beautiful up there, I think. So I'm gonna flip this screen around and you guys can watch me make some more of this. is as far as we've gotten tonight. We are going to take a break from this and do something else. So we officially have this completed. We have the iris flower here that is currently being half blocked. I'm just spraying it down with antibacterial fabric freshener, using that to dampen it. Nothing fancy. So we're gonna leave this alone for a little bit while we do something else. Alright, so it is currently 5:08 in the morning here on the 6th of May. Why am I up at 5 o'clock in the morning? I'm on night shift. Question mark?
You what?
Yeah, night shift. Let's go with night shift. So wife and I ended up getting some McDonald's when we got up. Well, I say when we got up around 5 o'clock in the afternoon to do night shift stuff, because I'm currently trying to rotate my sleep schedule. ADHD things. Is it an ADHD thing? I think it's an ADHD thing. ADHD and autism. It's definitely something. But, so what do I have to do next? I just finished the iris fillet crochet. So that needs to sit and block. What have I not managed to get done so far? So the fillet bookmarks, I need to start on some fillet bookmarks, but I wanted to try that iris out first. So what I've learned is that while I'm using 3 double crochets, I am using a 1.75 millimeter hook, and I'm using double crochets, and I'm using 3 double crochets to a square, which is fine, but it's making it really wide. So I'm wondering if I make it, well, I say 3 to a square, so it's like you've got the 2 outer posts and then 2 in the middle, so technically I'm making it 4. So maybe if I just do it double crochet, chain, double crochet, so technically it's only 3, but it's like 1 in the middle of the posts instead of 2. I have no idea, because it's making it really wide, and what I don't want is it being too wide. I need Obsidian, get off that chair immediately. I need the bookmarks to essentially fit a journal. So maybe if I measure it, figure out how many squares I need, you know, that's what we're gonna do. So if I find my measuring tape here, so for a bookmark, I need it to be, I want to say I want to make it 3 inches wide, because this book is 5.5 inches. So I want to make it no more than 3 inches wide. So 3 inches wide, I know it's upside down. And so that's really long, making it like 8 inches long. So what if I do 3 by 6? So 3 inches long by 6. That's big enough for a bookmark, right? 3 by 6, okay. So then if I'm doing, I'm just gonna use the blocking item. So how many to an inch? How many double crochets to an inch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 double crochets to an inch. So that's 27. Am I? Okay, so 9. Yeah, 27. I'm using the hand trick because I can't do math in my head. Yep, so I need 27 across. So then, so 27 by 54. Wait. I'm okay. I need a pencil. Use my handy dandy. Yes, I do have that thing from the TikTok shop. The mechanical pencil kit from TikTok shop. I do actually love it. I use it quite frequently. So I'm pretty sure I have 27 squares. So let me go on to the next page and count 27 squares. 26! This is not crackhead hours. This way instead of this way. Maybe that gives me more. Oh, wait, hang on.
Why are you like this?
Because each square... Right, hang on. I can do this. Hold up.
2 hours later.
27. Now see, that's... Yes. So all of these little tallies down here, these are the first 27 the double crochets. So then I need 22. Okay. So these tallies up the side are how tall it will be. So 27 by 22. So let me just... Then maybe I'll be able to do the Fillet Crochet bookmarks that I wanted to do, but I'll also be able to do I will also be able to do a challenge for this week, because it was Monday yesterday, it was Monday the 5th, and for my specific pact that I explained 2 days ago, my pact has a challenge, and I'm going to read it out to you so that you're aware of it. So the challenge that I have put in for the memory weavers is a key to the unspoken. So you're to create a symbolic key of some sorts. And this one specifically says a lot to me because I work with Hecate, and I've started working a little bit more with Brigid, and there's a few more individuals who use keys quite symbolically when it comes to like deity work and stuff. And one of my main things for this year was kind of unlocking a little bit more of my path and my ancestral history. So creating a key is pretty good, and it works for the theme. So you're to design a key of some sort, and you can do it either physically or conceptually. You can design it using any medium, either craft a charm, sketch it, write its origin, create a story, build a small mixed media talisman, like a few different things. So that is what we're doing with this. So if I sketch this out, then we might have a way of creating one of our very first bookmarks that obviously I will test myself. I test everything myself first and then give it to someone else and they can test it for me as well. So let me just mark this all out. So I have my rectangle. Now, to make this grid, should I completely... Obsidian, you and I are about to start having a falling out. Like, I feel like, do I need to mark out every single... Yeah, no, I do. I do need to mark out absolutely every single box. Excuse me, guys, while you get, like, this major close-up of my face. You know what? Better yet, let me switch you around so that you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so I'm just marking out... I'm gonna mark it as squares, like all of the others. Okay, so we have our first set of squares, or rectangles rather. Once I'm done, I have to somehow create a key. There's a few ways that I could go about doing it. I could go really simple, which is probably the safest bet, or I could try to do something really intricate and stress myself out. I should probably do the smart route and not stress myself out and start with something simple for the very first time I design my own key. Right, so I like both ends having that kind of border, so I'm going to add that there. Should I add a border all the way around? I think I might, because I want it to be a little bit more sturdy. So if I just go like that, that'll let me know that I want a border here and a border here, which gives me all of the rest to figure a key with. Okay. Maybe I should do like a smaller one in the middle, and then another one there. And then, yeah, because if I remember my own skeleton key, I used to have a skeleton key for the downstairs door, and it kind of had like this shape to it. What if I stick to having and then it's got that kind of 4 point in the middle, and then you've got that bit, this bit, and then this bit. Well, that works for a key, doesn't it? Well, I guess that'll be the key that I try. I've never tried to do a key. That's really simple. So this is what we're gonna do. This is the key that we're gonna do, and I will figure out which color I am going to do it in. All right, so I have my trusty hook again. The colors I have settled for, because I did the iris all in one color, and I think it is traditional that fillet crochet is done all in one color. I want to try doing some fillet crochet, but with 2 colors. Now the way that I'm thinking of doing this is keeping just one color to one section, so it's not like jumping in between all the time. So I'm going to have the key in this wisteria purple and the rest of it in this kind of beigeish gold. So that's the thought process. Whether that thought process is a good thought process or not, we will find out, I guess. Now I just need to find out where the end of this is. Here it is. I found it. I found it fairly quickly, actually. I have to start with 27 foundation double crochets. Now I don't like doing chains, so I am going to be doing the double crochets. So I'm gonna have my trusty little light here. We have a new angle going. So we have chained 2. This takes so long when you're doing a tiny thing. Like, look how small that is. So pretty. And 27. We have 27. That's wide enough for a bookmark, right? It's got some stretch to it, like, if anything, that might actually be a little thicker than a regular bookmark length. We have our bookmark length, width. So next is, I think, the establishing row. Border first, so that's 1, 2, 3. So with this one, I'm doing chain 1 in between instead of chain 2. Normally I would do chain 2, but like I said, that was making the irises like really wide. So I'm doing chain 1, then double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Maybe that will make a bit more sense. So I've never done fillet crochet before, and honestly it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's been fairly mindless. Like, I managed to work that iris up so quickly. Like, I managed to work that up faster than most of my other projects. Like, my dragon scale projects, I've still got a hat that I've been doing for a few weeks now, because it takes so long to do. Like, it takes 9 hours straight working on it. Like, at least with high fast eye crochet, the dragon scale hats, elf hats, they take so long to make. I timed myself. It takes me 9 hours to make them, and that's so long. Moving on to the border here. You know what? I'm loving it already. I didn't think I would love it all that much, and I'm immediately loving it. Okay, so doing our border first. So I'm doing standing double crochets to start my border, rather than doing like a chain 3 for my double crochet. I really prefer a standing one because it looks so much better in my opinion. Six boxes. Now, this is where 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get to do that 5th one. And then from here is where I need to switch the color. So mid chain to pull that up. And then is there a way for me to draw that through there? And then pull that through like that. I'm a little bit worried that the purple that I am about to use is a little bit too thick. I'm a little bit worried because I think this being a lace weight, it's got like three threads wrapped through it. I think that's like a 3-ply or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'm a little bit worried that the purple is too thick. I suppose the good thing about fillet crochet is that there's not a lot of carrying over because you're going back and forth. So if you do change color, like, I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think we're going to see it. If this works, I'm gonna be so happy. And if this works, I will make a tutorial for this because I think this would be really, really cool. And probably a pattern as well. A written pattern with the chart, because I think this would be so pretty. I mean, just look how well the colors complement. Like, that is so pretty. I'm very excited right now. Okay, I'm just gonna let the video roll while I do the thing. Cool. Speed this up until I start trying to show it off or something. Just a little message for the editor. For most of this video in particular, if there's like long silences or me like not really talking about anything, just speed it up. Speed up sections. Because this section alone is like 20 minutes and I wanted to keep the video down to like 35 minutes. And obviously cut out the instruction. So it is a little bit tricky making sure that the colors are completely blending and not being seen, and just kind of keeping it nice and neat. Making sure that when you're carrying over, you're not like dragging the yarn. So this is what we've got so far. Now this is where it's going to be kind of interesting because I have to, there might just be a way that I'm going to have to, this might be where it gets tricky. Hiding the yarn. Is it just gonna have to be carrying it through? I don't know if I like that. If I pull it tight, it's not as noticeable. That's so 5 is the next one, so I need to pull that through. Okay, I'm liking it. got so far. It doesn't look terrible on either side. So, win? I'm taking it as a win. And because we're then having to go over the top, so there's this section here. How well will we see this? There's this little section here where you can kind of see there's some purple going diagonally along this side. We might be able to, in the next row over, drag that purple up.
Get on with it! Yes, get on with it!
In the next few stitches, because we have like a third tine that'll come down in the key, so we should be able to hide that, which I think that is like a good thing with So from the looks of it,
Why are you like this?
it's starting to crash a little bit. But I can't go to bed yet. So you guys are keeping me company because I can't go to bed until after this is shipped off. It was supposed to ship off over the weekend, but someone forgot that it was a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. So it didn't actually get picked up. So it gets picked up today, anytime between 9:30 and 1:30. So I got to stay awake and you guys are here to watch the delirium slowly sit in. Yeah. So do we see the key slowly coming together? I'm kind of liking doing the full border all the way around. So for this one, we go one further back again. Ran into a little bit of a problem that I think I'm gonna have to frog, because I made a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna have to frog it. I tried to carry across some of the purple into a slip stitch, and I probably shouldn't have, because now it's causing me problems. So frog it to that slip stitch, do it again, and don't carry over through slip stitches, I guess. At least if your next row is, like, if you're changing colors and your next row is going to be a smaller section than the previous row, like, I'll show you when we come to it. Because what I was doing was the middle tine, which is shorter than the other two, and one section was longer than the other, and it just started looking really odd. Yeah, okay, so that's better. So where I'm currently at, if I just pull this out for a sec. So where I currently was at, so this tail here, see this sort of gold beige slip stitch there? I carried it over into this, and it was just making it look really strange because I now need to go into this stitch after a slip stitch. So if it was carried over into this gold one, like, it was creating like this extra little purple bit that just didn't make any sense. Put it into the wrong hole.
Why are you like this?
Don't be mean, don't be silly, don't put it in the wrong hole. Okay, so we have this so far. I think it looks much better in person. I'm really hoping this works. Oh, this would be a disaster if it suddenly didn't work. I'm gonna keep my hopes up, and I'm gonna hope for the blocking. I'm gonna hope for the blocking process. But let's continue this and see what happens. Alright, so it still needs to be weaved in. It still needs to be blocked. But I did it.
You what?
I did it! Look at it! Oh my god. I did it. And now I am imagining this little Fillet Crochet bookmark. I'm imagining it in this sort of creamish gold with the lilac. I'm imagining it in black and white, black and lilac, lilac and black, black and cream. So I'm gonna go and make like a whole host of these, but I don't know what else I'm supposed to do for this week. So I guess thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Friday. Oh, and do that thing that boosts the videos. The like, the subscribe, comment, share with your friends, family,